Some racing games define an era, but before we get to today's legend, there's one game that set everything in motion. What was my first racing game? Cruising USA, where the Ferrari Testarossa was the only viable option. The handling was best described as interesting and every crash looked the same. And yet, somehow, this game propelled me into a world of racing games. It accelerated my passion for speed and it will always hold a special place in my story. Let's skip a couple years. Japan 2004. Gran Turismo 4, the racing game that defined an era, sold over 11 million copies and set the gold standard for simulation racing. Released in 2004 on the PS2, it boasted over 700 cars, 51 tracks and a physics engine so realistic it blurred the lines between gaming and actual driving. The mid-2000s were packed with unforgettable racing games and Gran Turismo 4 was the crown jewel. Yet, for some reason, I've never played it. Now I'm fixing that mistake. It's time to experience this legendary racer for the first time and find out if it still deserves this legendary status. Instead of dusty PS2 hardware, I'm running it through PCS X2 emulation, upscaled 4K textures for razor-sharp visuals. And of course, the game-changing Spec II Mod. So you're ready to liberate GT4 from its PS2 prison. Let's fight back against the companies that don't care about preserving these old games with these simple steps. First, acquire the PSX2 emulator, the digital key that Sony lawyers absolutely love. Grab those sweet HD textures too, because nothing says I respect original artistic vision like completely replacing it with something better. Next, obtain a copy of GT4 through above-board means. Remember, it's only technically piracy if you don't own a copy gathering dust somewhere. Now, for the community magic, download the Spec II Mod. Created by racing fans who got tired of waiting for an official remaster. It enhances car engine sounds for over 400 cars, adds new cars, good content, new driving missions, one new track, and various quality of life upgrades that can't be missed when experiencing this retro game. It essentially brings GT4 closer to what a true remaster would be, refining the experience while staying faithful to the original game. All guides for setting up these mods are linked in the description. Set up your controls next. Map your vroomy pedal, your stoppy pedal and your turny wheel to the appropriate inputs. Your controls should look a little bit like this. And these are the graphics settings I'm using. These are the last options we are going to set and then we can finally play the game. Go to Spec II settings. To make this slightly more interesting, we are going to put the price car randomizer on. I put all the driving assists off and change a couple of camera settings. Next we are going into steering wheel settings and put the force feedback on mild. And the steering type on simulation. Next, go into race settings and put the transmission on manual. And there you have it, GT4 brought back to life. Now let's see how this racing legend matches up to today's standards and if it's as good as everybody remembers. Let's buy our first car. Today we're taking on a championship in different car categories to really get a feel for the game. That means driving slow economy cars and absolute race monsters that definitely weren't made for my driving skills. We'll be testing the AI, the handling and see how well this game holds up today. Or in simpler terms, I'll be alternating between feeling like a racing god and questioning my life choices. Let's jump in. We also have this one, but we're gonna go for the bonnet one. It feels kinda good actually, the handling. Go on. I'm really surprised at the handling of this 20-year-old game. This car is way too good for this race though. Alright, and that was our first race. First impressions. The handling actually feels kind of good for a 20-year-old game. The only thing I miss is sometimes little nuances in the forces. But the basic stuff is actually really good. I'm really impressed with the first race. After 2 more races in this car, we won our first championship. And because of the car randomizer, this is the first car we got. It's this 1 million credit Supra in our first championship. But then we encountered a problem. We didn't have the required licenses. I used the cheat code to unlock all the licenses, because as much as I enjoy Gran Turismo 4, I also enjoy keeping my sanity. After you enter the cheat code, just head in a license test and back out and you get all the cars. Copy this method for all licenses. These are all the randomized cars we got. And next we got a loan of a small 10 million credits to really experience this game fully. I really wanted to drive a DTM car, so we bought our first one. And we headed into the Deutsche Tourenwagenmeisterschaft. Alright, let's shift gears and answer the big question. Does Gran Turismo 4 still hold up in 2025? To find out, I threw myself into its world for hours. Racing multiple different races, tuning rust buckets into race monsters and slamming doors with AI. Here's the verdict. Let's start with the wheel experience. Connecting my new racing wheel to GT4 was like watching a Gen Z kid try to explain TikTok to their grandparents. There's a fundamental generational gap, but somehow they still find common ground. The force feedback surprisingly raw. You feel every curb, every slip of the rear tires, but don't expect the buttery smoothness of, let's say, Assetto Corsa Evo. The physics engine, legendary for its time, still demands respect. But here's the kicker. Even with the Spec II Mod tweak, some cars feel like steering a shopping cart full of bricks. For instance, the Honda Civic without tuning. It doesn't matter how much you turn in, it will simply go straight. And maybe this is realistic because I've never driven a Civic in real life. But it's simply unusable in this game if you don't tune it. But the Subaru 22B? Pure chef's kiss. It's janky, it's brutal, and somehow it feels alive. And just listen to that turbo whistle. Upscaled to 4K, GT4's graphics are like watching your favorite 90s movie on a modern OLED. The charm remains intact, but the flaws are now broadcasted in HD. The cars rendered with enough polygons to actually resemble their real-world counterparts. The Corsa's Laguna Sega corkscrew no longer looks like a geometric abstract painting, but reality check. This is still running on technology old enough to vote. Yet, moments of brilliance shine through. The sunset filtering through trees at Grand Valley, the beautiful replay system, it really comes to life. It can still look beautiful. The AI, however, reveals its age. These digital drivers follow their predetermined lines with the determination of a train on tracks. They don't adapt, don't react to your presence with any real intelligence. It's like racing against very fast robots programmed to ignore your existence. Which, to be fair, was pretty standard for the era. But here's the twist. They're better than modern AI in one crucial way. They don't hold your hand. If a car is faster or better, it will simply win. As happened in this race. The whole race I was behind this RX-7 and I just couldn't keep up. No rubber banding, no artificial catch-up mechanics, just pure unapologetic competition. And honestly, I had more fun racing these AI drivers than in most modern games. Don't coddle you. They don't pretend to be your friends, they're here to race. And if you're not on your A game, they will simply leave you in the dust. It's refreshingly brutal. Sure, they might brake check you for no reason or swerve into you like they've forgotten you exist, but when you're battling for a position on the final lap, they push you. They make you earn every overtake, every podium finish. In a weird way, GT4's AI feels more authentic than some of the over-sanitized player-friendly AI models in modern racing games. It's not perfect, but it's honest. And sometimes honesty is exactly what you need to feel like you've truly earned that checkered flag. Let's talk sound. The soundtrack deserves a special mention. It creates this sophisticated atmosphere that makes you feel like you're part of some exclusive automotive club. It's not trying to be cool, it just is cool in that uniquely early 2000s way. And the car sounds with the Spec II mod cranks the engine notes from vacuum cleaner to symphony of violence. Then there's the car roster, from the Ford Model T, a relic from the dawn of automobile history, to the McLaren F1, a hypercar that still makes engineers weep with envy. And then there's whatever this is. GT4's garage is a love letter to every era of automotive history. The sheer variety is staggering. It's not just about the supercars or the race cars, it's about the character of every vehicle. Sure, I couldn't win a race against a slow car in my Citroën rally car, but that's not the point. The point is that GT4 gives you the chance to try, to experiment, to fail gloriously and then try again. It's a sandbox where every car, no matter how quirky or impractical, has its place. And let's not forget the tracks, from the tight technical twist of Monaco to the sweeping curves of the Nürburgring. GT4 offers a playground for every kind of driver. Rally fans get their dirt and gravel, while road racers can chase perfection on iconic circuits. It's a game that doesn't just cater to one type of racing fan, it celebrates all of them. And even today, 20 years later, that ambition still shines through. And with over 700 cars and 51 tracks, GT4 wasn't just pushing boundaries, it was refining them. And for its time, this level of detail and variety was unheard of. Most racing games back then were happy with a handful of cars and a few tracks. But GT4 went all in, delivering a package so massive it felt like a love letter to every gearhead on the planet. It wasn't just a game, it was a statement. And even now, 2 decades later, that statement still echoes. After all these races, it was finally time for our first championship race. A lot of wheel spin. Jesus, this is a monster. So much grip. This car is a lot faster. Jesus, the force feedback is going crazy. Have to really, like, kind of watch out for the wheel spin, especially in second gear. There's a lot of power. Damn, like the force feedback is kind of getting heavy at like 280 or something. Like I can feel it really hard, like, yeah, it's not pulling me. So really, here we go again. The steering wheel is going crazy. So watch out for the wheel spin. because I think my tires are already not that good anymore, so to really watch out, easy on the throttle. I think he's on the inside of me. There he is. This car is crazy. Jesus. Look at the force feedback again! Oh my god, bro! This is insane! Yeah, the game does really feel good though. It's really fun to play. Well, come on, come on. Go on. Really, bro? That was really aggressive. He's right behind me. I think one more lap and then I have to pit for new tires. Let's go into the pits. Jesus. Oh. I hope these guys are going to pit, but I really have to watch out for the wheel spin. All right. After the pit stop, I was racing on my own for a couple of laps, but I knew the other racers would have to pit one time. And right before the end, this happened. Come on guys, pit please. Alright, this is my chance. Everybody's pitting. Let's see what we can do. Alright, come on, come on. Come on. I'm losing grip. Come on. Oh, we won it. Holy fuck. This AI is actually really good, so we managed to win it, but I really had to work for it. So, after 20 years, does Gran Turismo 4 still deserve its crown? Yes, but let's not pretend it's perfect. It isn't just a game, it's a digital car museum, and it's from a time when difficult wasn't that dirty word. The mods help a lot, but even vanilla GT4 has a charm that many racing games today can't quite match. Yes, it looks like a potato by today's standards, and the AI makes you question your life choices. But there's something here, something honest and special. It's not trying to sell you microtransactions or hold your hand. It's just here to race. And honestly, that's kind of beautiful. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I spent a lot of time on this video and I think I'm going in this direction for my next videos. I might take a little bit longer to upload, but if I upload, it's more of an extensive version of a video than your normal video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one.